Hello, everyone, and welcome to our deep dive into HTML, the very backbone of every website you've ever visited. In this session, we'll break down the essential elements, structures, and the tags that tell your browser what to show and how to organize it. By the end, I believe you will understand the skeleton of a web page and be ready to start coding your own. Before we begin, we need to install a few things. We need a web browser which lets us to view websites. Almost every computer comes with a web browser. The most popular one is Google Chrome. The second thing we need is a code editor which helps us write code. The most popular one is VS Code, also known as Visual Studio Code. I'm going to walk you through the steps of how you can install Visual Studio Code on your system for those who don't have it. So open up your browser and on the search bar, type Visual Studio Code download. The first one there is the one you click on. Once you click on it, it's going to open the download page. Do not bother yourself. I will share this link on the video description. So we have one for Windows version, another one for Linux, and the other one for Mac OS. If you're on Windows, just click the Windows so you can download. So you can see thanks for downloading VS Code. If you click, it's downloading. It's going to take a while. It's done downloading. You click on it. For some people, it will show this screen. Click install anyway. Now, this is the license agreement. You can go through it if you feel like. And then you click on I accept, click next. This is the folder part. I don't think you have any need to change it. Click next. This one too, no need to change it. Click next. Make sure you check all these boxes. Make sure all these boxes are checked. You can see this one is to open with, which is very important. So make sure they are checked and click next. Then click install. It will take a while and then it will start installing. So it's installing, it's extracting the files, and after which it will start installing the application. So it is done installing. Make sure that the box launch Visual Studio Code is checked and click finish. Close the release notes and the welcome tab. So to create a new folder, we have to click on File, Open Folder. Now I want to create this folder inside my document. So I'll click on Document, I'll right click, New, and Folder. I'll rename this folder to Web Dev. Click Enter and click on Select Folder. Now this folder will be opened inside our Visual Studio Code. And as you can see, it is empty. So to create a new file, you have to click on the New File button, and then we type in index.html. Every HTML file ends with .html. So in order for us to get our boilerplate, the default standardized boilerplate for every HTML document, we'll type HTML and then we'll select HTML5. HTML5 is the current HTML version that everyone is using. Now, this is the standard boilerplate of every HTML document. The first line there declares that this is a HTML5 document. You don't need to bother yourself with so much of these details. You'll get to understand them more as we proceed. Now we have two main parts. We have the body and we have the head. Now I'm going to open this file, that's the index.html, on my web browser. Now you can see the name of the tab is document, but the whole page is empty. There's nothing in it. So before I proceed, I would like to split this screen into two. One side will be my Visual Studio Code and the other side will be the browser. So in order to remove that area, I'll click Ctrl B. Now to change that document title, we simply have to remove the word document and put in anything that we like. So for now, I'll type web dev class. You must remember to save your document before reloading the page. So I will save and then I'll reload. You can see that the tab name has changed to web dev class. Now everything that the user sees on the page is found inside the body. It's found inside the body. So I'm going to give an example with the H1 element or the H1 tag. So once I save this and reload the page, you're going to see hello world on this area. So let me save and then reload. You can see hello world. So we can do another example with the P tag, which stands for paragraph. Then I can say, or I can type in hello Uchenna, how are you? I'll save and then reload. You can see it there. So everything that is within the body is what the user will see on the page. So this element will notice have opening and closing tags, and what is within it is the content of the element. Now let's do an element that has an attribute. Attributes add extra information. For instance, the href uses, for instance, the a tag uses href to specify the link destination, whether it is internal linking or external linking. The a tag helps us do that using its href attribute. Uh, Now, this particular one is going to link us to Facebook. So we'll put in the URL of Facebook inside it. As we proceed, we are going to see how we can use this to link our web pages. So if someone visits your site and click on this link, it will take him to Facebook. So we have been seeing elements that have open and closing tag. Let's look at the image. It doesn't have open and closing tag. So to do this, I will have to copy an image within that folder that I created. So I'll copy an image. I'll rename it to one.jpg. So you can also see that the image element has an attribute source, which points to the source or the destination of the file, of the image file that you want to display. You also have another attribute called alternate, which will show up if the image file is not found. The alternate, whatever word you put in there or sentence will show up if the image file, that's the part on the source, does not show up. So we will save and then we will reload. You can see the image showing on the page. Okay, I'll just encourage us all to follow what I have shown that and try to see if you can get everything correctly. Using VS Code will make your work easier. Remember, this class is for you to understand the basics, and we will finally use AI to generate most of these things. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.